Hi, I'm Katie from the Crystal Lake Public Library, and today I will be sharing with you a book that I completely misjudged at first. Now I have to make sure you guys don't make the same mistakes I made. Educated is a remarkable recounting of author Tara Westover's crazy life. Here I just added some reviews you can find on the book. I picked these three in particular because I think they express the same feelings that I have about this book. The last one specifically is my favorite. USA Today wrote, Tara Westover is living proof that some people are flat out, boots always laced up, indomitable. Her new book, Educated, is a heartbreaking, heartwarming, best in years memoir about striding beyond the limitations of birth and environment into a better life. 4 stars out of 4. I absolutely agree. 10 out of 10, this book was amazing. I don't even think a synopsis of this book could prepare you for all the hardships Tara has had to face during her life. Let me tell you, this book is no Little House on the Prairie. Tara Westover hasn't exactly had the most normal childhood. Growing up in the rural mountains of Idaho, the Westover family doesn't trust anything but itself. They see the government as manipulators and the healthcare system as sinful. Whenever faced with some sort of sickness or an injury, they rely on their mother's herbal remedies and God. At any mention of conventional schooling or healthcare, their father goes on a rant about how they are only spreading the devil's work and that their family is doing things the right way. Because of this, even the most serious injuries are left mistreated. For a large part of her life, this is all Tara knew, so she didn't feel any need to question it. When one of her siblings escapes to college, though, she hears about the wonders of the outside world and realizes that she too wants to experience it. Faced with a constant identity struggle, Tara overcomes obstacle after obstacle as she discovers not only who she is, but what she is fully capable of when no one is holding her back. Now, I just want to preface this with the fact that none of these are spoilers. They can all be found in the short summary on the inside sleeve of the book. So Tara was born into a very devout Mormon family, and they took their values very seriously. She was the youngest of 7 siblings and spent the majority of her childhood either helping in her father's junkyard or mixing herbs for her mother's blends. While she didn't go to a real school until the age of 17, she went on to go to both Cambridge and Harvard. And of course, she became a published author. I'll be the first to admit that I wouldn't have picked up this book if it wasn't for my school assignment. We had to pick something for our book clubs, and this wasn't even my first choice. I remember going to Barnes & Noble not even thinking that they would have this book there. Turns out this book had its own little section, and that's when I first thought, hey, this might be something. It turned out to be one of the most transformative and eye-opening books that I have ever read. The things that Tara has gone through are so unexpected for someone like me who has lived a pretty normal life so far. I think my favorite aspect of the book was just the writing itself. The main reason I have a hard time getting into nonfiction books is because I always feel like I'm reading some old textbook, but this wasn't like that at all. The combination of events and the style of narration led it to being impossible to put down. Now, if you want to find this book, you'll have to go to clpl.org to access the library's list of sources. Once on the website, you'll click on eLibrary here at the top, and you'll see this list of resources. I found this book on eRead Illinois and Overdrive. Happy reading!